Let's check out the ancient memory.
We have been here before. Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind?
I do. I see a barren canyon, a place to contemplate emptiness.
A fear faced. The mysteries of life and death welcomed as friends. A mind unclouded.
My mind?
Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you?
I kept to myself. I meditated on the secrets of the beyond. Yeah, let's do that.
People knew you as a hermit. Strange words from a placid face. One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea.
I relished the solitude. I was beholden to no one but myself.
Reflect. The body fights to survive, but the mind is clear. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn?
To be Akita was to live in harmony with you. Sure.
The bee pollinates the blossom. One hand serves the next. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food.
You never asked to be revered that way.
Trap the falcon, clip its wings. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand.
I tore the statue down.
Stone smashed on tile. We shuddered. The people's hearts inflamed. They brought their fists upon you. How could you turn against your own?
Your wrath frightened me more than theirs? No. They didn't realize what they were tampering with. I was trying to help them.
The wild dog bites the hand that feeds. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why?
Has something interrupted your vision? Oh, you're speaking in the present. What's happening now?
We fall. We fall.
Is something here? Is it hurting you?
We thought... No. We feel nothing. We swipe at echoes of the past. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this.
Why hurt yourself and the godless? How did that help anything?
Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through.
What became of the village?
The sun rose on the barren earth. The village had tumbled down the chasm. Only ruins remained. The few who survived faced the wilds, their new home. Hunger, blistered feet. Clouds parted. Hatred gave way to desperation. They looked to you.
I taught them how to survive.
Wisdom, the purest offering. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
You grow, apparently. Remembrance of Nimana. Increases your max stamina by 10%. Oh, yes, that is good. That is very, very good. And because we've been focused on increasing our stamina, that 10% is going to be quite a bit more chunky than it would have been. Because it's increasing from a larger base. So that is very nice. That is very nice indeed. As the star thingy vanishes. Very good, very good. Okay. Yoink. Let's top up our essence. Glug. Lovely. Alright. Good shit. Lovely jubbly. Wait a sec. Where do I go from here? I guess over this way? Yeah, that's fine. There's still this, but there's nothing we can do with it. Nice. Nailed it. Never in doubt. Twin Offerings Overlook, huh? Okay. So, we should actually go back down here, because I didn't realize how close to the edge of the map we'd got there, but we should see about sticking right to the edge, I think. Is there another purple thing over there? Fuckity fuck, there is. This is another one of the things that we can't do anything with. Ugh. Infuriating. Bro, will you just die for fuck's sake, man? Thank you.
I was worried for a second.
Grrr. Boo hiss at this purple shit. That's pretty. The hole in the cliff over there that's like been eroded from the land, so it's just stood on its own now. I love seeing those in real life. Also, is that actually something I can go over to? You know what? It might be. It is. Yoink. Ooh, what do we got? Wilfrith's map. What, pray tell, is that? A map of the Shutterscarp region with assorted field notes. The writer has filled the pages with pressed leaves, flowers, and stems. Does that actually change anything on our map? I don't think so. Just a quest thing then, yeah. Cool. We're going to walk into Thirdborn, and we're going to get given like 10 quests, and they'll all already be finished, and we can just like hand them in instantly. That's going to be quite funny. That's going to be quite funny. Hey there, bud.
Never had a chance.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
What? It fucking threw me off the edge. Boo. Boo hiss. Okay, so that's pretty much covered. I miss the sea. That was almost tragic. I almost slipped and fell there. What do we got here? Sailor's Rest. Oh, this is Thomas' memorial, right.
Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks.
Souls may carry memories, however faint, of those they knew and loved in their next lives, if that helps.
It doesn't, but I appreciate the effort.
You're welcome.
This is where you're supposed to distract me. Lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something.
After everything, you're still trying to avoid facing this?
Trying? I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death.
Oh?
Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back.
Oh, you didn't want to watch him die.
I couldn't stand it. As soon as I was out of there, I just walked. And I kept walking.
This was never about paying your respects. This is about your guilt.
You're right. I used to think it would fade over time. But guilt's like a fine wine. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn.
Yeah. You can't beat yourself up over this forever.
Don't sell me short, Envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, it's felt easy. Too easy.
Reminds you of the good old days, Thomas Squad?
Yeah, and that worries me. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around.
So you'd rather make friends than abandon them?
Of course not.
So stay!
I let people down. I let them down when they're counting
Today's the
on
day
most.
you start not letting people down, then. So you're just not going to try at all. So you messed up. Your real failing is refusing to learn from it.
Or maybe I learned plenty. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it.
You came all this way to honor Tama. Is this what you'd say if he were here?
But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that.
You left more than Tama behind. You left the rest of Thirdborn to fend for themselves. Ooh. You made Tama's memory a burden. That's no way to love him and honor his sacrifice.
What? No, I didn't.
You told me yourself how you rarely talk about him. Then prove it. Talk about him the way he'd want to be remembered.
He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that?
Show yourself the kindness he would have shown you. What would he say?
He'd tell me to pull my head out of the muck and look to what's ahead. That I messed up, but that's no reason to keep messing up. And he'd probably do it over a cup of his awful Merc brew. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him.
Then let's fix that.
One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this.
What are you thinking now?
Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote.
That's a good plan. I'm glad for you.
I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.
Nice. Anything hiding around the back? Nope. Well, that was nice. The Joy of Painting by the Grand Art Society of Valia. Highly accursed these Valian bastards. Gods, this horizon line, Kuta Bao, is worthless. How am I supposed to keep my perspective right when I paint over my horizon lines? And gods forbid the so-called masters writing this shit book ever use common words. Foreshortening my foot. Geometric arithmetic? I wanted to be an artist, not a mathematician. The Grand Art Society can take their brushes and shove them up their asses. I'm done. Oh, that's funny. That is very funny. Okay, so we are heading back now, but there's obviously all of this, and somewhere in here the Strangled Adra must be, right? Unless it's somehow in the middle here, but it looks like we can't... I'm not seeing any path into the middle, right? But if it's not in the middle, then it has to be somewhere out in this bit. Because this is the only bit left. Hi, turn around, you fucking moron. What are you doing? Why are they just stood there like lemmings? Oh, hey, he's got something to say back at camp. Right, that makes sense. Finish the story. Can we climb up there? Kinda looks like playable space, but also kinda not. And no.
Come on, come on!
Hello?
Turn around.
Lol. Got him!
That was a close one.
Okay. You know what? Let's just join this up and go back to camp so that we can hear the end of Thomas' story. The end of Kai's journey, I guess. Hello, who are you?
Simple. Easy. I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry.
You sound nervous. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Well, I guess I am a little nervous, but I'm not worried. I know exactly what I have to do. I had a dream about crossing the great sand sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed.
When did this happen?
No, just recently. It was so vivid. I keep hoping I'll have it again when I sleep. I have to know what's out there.
Beware of visions, child. They do not always reveal the truth.
Some are nightmares, sure. But what about the dreams that do? They have to come from somewhere.
Dexterity miss. Uh-oh. You're talking to yourself again.
Huh. Bad habit. Suppose I was.
Well, I tried to warn you.
People cross the sea all the time. Maybe I'll meet one who can help. Maybe they dream too. I should get going. As soon as I remember which way that is.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's got the dream scourge.
The sand needs you, Luano.
Well, that's none of my business. Unfortunate for bro.
Those dream crawls are at Thirdborn's gate. Come on, we gotta help.
Oh, this is part of the
city
main
under
quest.
attack. Let's not waste time.
Oh, I thought this was Kai. That's funny. I legit thought it was Kai fighting that guy.
Ugly bastards, aren't they?
Not bad, not bad.
Bring with us.
The fuck was that?
A lesson. That envoy.
GG lads. Set it up. Right, bro has something to say. You don't, and you don't. Okay.
Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me.
You're
I
very
didn't
welcome.
think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him, but both of you have a clarity of purpose I've never seen in anyone else. I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Now that you've paid your respects to Tama, how are you feeling?
Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling a warmth I couldn't get close to.
The pain won't disappear, but you'll get better at dealing with it.
Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else?
Any
Ask
new
away.
questions we can ask? Oh, this is new. I feel like we've really gotten to know each other, haven't we?
Yeah, it happens. Sharing the road and sharing each other's battles. But out of all the people I've fought alongside, I haven't gotten to know many of them as well as you. You always know what to do. It's like you've got an internal compass guiding you. Not many people have such a clear sense of direction, especially in situations as complicated as these. I never thought I'd feel this at ease again with anyone else,
Aww.
much less myself. But you helped me face loss, regret. After drifting for a long time, I finally feel like I belong again.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that. Oh, hello. I've come to really care about you. Is that like flirty care about you? Or is that... I mean, no, because there's no... I keep forgetting that there's no romance in this game. But no, I have come to really care about him.
Thanks. I feel the same.
Oh, what the fuck? You can actually... Huh. I'm curious. What happens if we... Can we do this with Giata? But there isn't... I mean, I'm curious what he's going to say. I do like Kai. I'm sure my character would be into Kai. I am not personally into Kai in that way, but sure.
You... Oh. Oh. Wow. I feel like an idiot. More than usual, I mean.
Well, don't leave me in suspense.
Sorry, I just need a minute to get all of this through my thick skull. For the longest, I never thought I'd be able to feel close to someone again after Tama. But don't get me wrong, I've been with plenty of other people since then. It's just never been more than a quick bit of fun. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. I'm staring into the rocks, aren't I?
It's okay, take your time.
What I'm trying to say is, I didn't think I'd be able to feel this again. But you've seen me at my worst. I've told you things I never admitted to anyone else, even Tama.
And
if you want to be with me after everything you've seen, and if you still feel that way once we've finished our journey, I want that too.
nice. I want to get your thoughts of the other companion. Not
You've
the
heard
time,
everything
maybe?
I have to say. I'll tell you.
That's all. That's funny.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, I wonder if you can... Because there is no romance in the game, so I assume it's not, like, tracking that or anything, so I wonder if I ever get the chance to tell Giatta the same.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy. What I didn't know how to deal with was the shame, knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
Deep. Right, can we do it? Can we fucking do it? Yes, we can. Oh, baby. More than. That is it. Both weapons are now superb. Oh, boy. And we require blackwood branches and cave corals to keep leveling them up. Leveling them up. And also there's this. Now, how much do we care about leveling this up? It's just like it's a lot of fucking branches. Like, we haven't even started this. And we could instead just take all those branches and turn them into the next tier of stuff to level this up to max superb and this up to head towards legendary. We can also, of course, do this. Oh, this requires the leather and the weird. You know what? We might actually be able to just bang this through. Sure. We're going to need defenses up. We can't really ignore this. We've got leather for days. So this should actually be fine. Oh, right. Corrupted Adro. We should be able to craft that, right? No? Shit. We can definitely buy it. We've seen Corrupted Adra around to buy. Okay, well, we'll do that at some point. And then we can also place the rest of these, which gives us another of these god cutscenes. Hello? Are we ever going to get the rest of the cutscene? Okay. Let them lull you, dream, or this energy feels unsettling, push back from it. Now, I'll let them lull me.
It cannot be a god. This is preposterous.
Yes, but have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Huh. Listen for more about Sapadal's creation.
Perhaps Perhaps its birth was the natural order, and ours was absurd.
Very well. If you see all the mysteries of Eora, explain it. How can it rival us?
We do not smell rivalry. Does it know of us? It dances to an ancient tune.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense.
Listen for more of what Sapodel knows. Listen for more about Sapodel's nature. I think whenever it gives us this option, we always let the memory carry us, right? See what the game wants us to hear, rather than pick one specific thing.
My mind is clear. If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Parry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodika, from outside or within.
Not bad.
Interesting.
Little arts to brighten up the camp.
And a cheeky level. And character points. Oh, what a rare treat. What a rare treat. Okay, so we can upgrade health by another 15%. That is an option. What other things were we looking at? Doopy-doo. Oh yeah, there's always the equip speed quick swap thingy. Maybe just crits? Do we just keep going crit? You know what? I think we do. Keep it simple. Keep on critting, baby. So we just keep resolving it. I've heard that apparently the soft cap for stats is 15. So do we just keep on heading towards 15 resolve and then do something else? If we even get there. I mean, you only get 1 point every other level now, right? So I'd need another 6 levels. Am I going to get another 6 levels by the end of the game? Probably. We're at level 18 now on the 3rd map, so we have been getting 6 levels per map. But I assume it takes longer each time, so I don't know. Sure. Sure. Why not? Why not? Exceptional wand, goodbye. Common ones, goodbye. Lovely jubbly. And then where's the loot box? Am I blind?
I once heard rumors about the cataclysm in
This
the
is just-
Deadfire. Something about the lost
Oh.
city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
But there was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
It definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy hats would have been interested in. But why are you so curious about something on the other side of the world?
I have my reasons.
Oh? Oh? What's that supposed to mean? Giatta? Hmm? What are you talking about? Why did I... Oh yeah, there was a while where I was just keeping, like, any kind of book. Right, those are uniques. Yeah, I think it was just those two, because remember a while ago I accidentally fucking put a couple of things in. Yeah, that was those. Alright. Okay, that's probably a good point to leave it.
A couple of times. Plenty of mercenary contracts out there. What about you? That's where your people came from before they founded Fior.
I've never even left the island before. The republics are said to be innovators in arts, government, and animancy, but also corruption.
That's probably why there's so much work for people like me.
One day, I would very much like to visit, if only to understand why my people left.
Okay, let's move out of here so they don't keep yapping while I outro. Good stuff, good stuff. So we need to go and buy the corrupted Adra. That's fine, we can do that. And then we are getting there. Another couple of parts and this will be fully cleared out. And then we'll be good. And the big thing we need to find still is the strangled Adra, which I really hope we haven't missed somewhere in all of this. Like, it is possible that we've already missed it, but I really hope not. I really hope it is somewhere in here. But I'm just thinking, like, would they have the strangled Adra and the ancient memory in the same, like, quarter of the map? I don't know. Makes me a little nervous that I have missed it. If we have missed it, we'll look up where it is, because I do want to get all of those. I'm being so thorough that I can't possibly allow myself to miss, like, an actual main thing like that, right? So, hopefully we haven't, but we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Avowed. Thanks for watching. See you then.